A Lakers insider has revealed a significant update regarding the trade rumors surrounding LeBron James, and what's happening behind closed doors might reshape the future of the NBA. Before diving into the latest developments, let's look back a bit. This offseason began quietly for the Los Angeles Lakers. Fans waited eagerly, expecting major decisions, something to show the franchise was still committed to chasing a title. Instead, they were met with silence. No major trades, no big-name signings, just growing doubt. Then came the whispers. LeBron James, 21-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champion, Olympic gold medalist, and future Hall of Famer, suddenly became part of trade discussions. At first, it seemed absurd. Why would the Lakers consider moving on from their biggest star? But as more information surfaced, the narrative began to shift. LeBron chose to exercise his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season, securing one of the league's highest salaries. This decision sent a clear message. He still wants to compete. He's not winding down his career, he's still chasing that elusive fifth ring. That championship would put him on par with legends like Magic Johnson, Tim Duncan, and Kobe Bryant. However, there's a twist. The Lakers aren't behaving like a team aiming for a title. Inside sources and recent statements from the front office suggest a surprising strategy. The team appears more focused on long-term planning, player development, and maintaining flexibility rather than going all in this season. Naturally, questions began to surface. Is LeBron in the wrong place at the wrong time? That's when the Dallas Mavericks entered the conversation. Behind the scenes, people have been talking about Dallas as a potential destination that could offer LeBron a real chance at another title. Picture this: LeBron reuniting with Anthony Davis, his teammate from the 2020 championship run, who is now with the Mavericks. The two also won Olympic gold together at the 2024 Paris Games. Add Cooper Flagg, the 2025 #1 overall draft pick, and a rising star many believe could be the face of the league. That trio, LeBron, Davis, and Flagg, has the potential to dominate the NBA. For a moment, it seemed like everything was lining up. The story was poetic. LeBron closing out his career with a final championship, mentoring a young superstar, all while wearing Mavericks blue. But then, reality intervened. Reports from The Athletic confirmed that Dallas isn't actively pursuing a deal for LeBron. It's not because they doubt his ability, they respect what he brings. The issue is cost. LeBron's $52 million salary makes him one of the most expensive players in the league. To trade for him, the Mavericks would have to give up key members of their current core, players who make them contenders right now. The front office reportedly isn't willing to disrupt that balance, even for a legend like LeBron. It's a hard truth in today's NBA. Sometimes the financials just don't add up. Still, there's an important detail not to overlook. The Lakers and Mavericks have worked together before. Earlier this year, they completed one of the most surprising trades in recent memory. The Lakers sent Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick to Dallas. In return, they received 5-time All-Star Luka Dončić. That blockbuster deal changed the power structure in the Western Conference. Now, according to sources, the Lakers are fully invested in building around Dončić, not LeBron. It marks a clear transition from one era to another, happening right before our eyes. So where does that leave LeBron? He's not being pushed out, but he's no longer the focal point of the franchise. This shift has fueled rumors that this upcoming season could be his final push. One last run at greatness. One final chapter in a historic career. LeBron is now 40 years old. He's still playing at a high level, but time is no longer on his side. Every game has meaning. Every move is crucial. Some insiders believe he could push for a trade before the deadline if the Lakers struggle early. Others suggest he might retire if things go downhill, but don't rule out another twist. Maybe it won't be Dallas, maybe not just yet, but there might still be a team out there willing to give LeBron one last golden opportunity. No matter what, one thing is clear: LeBron James stands at a crossroads. He's spent 23 seasons in the NBA. He's broken records, won championships, and battled legends, but he still feels there's unfinished business. He wants that fifth ring. He wants to seal his legacy. The world is watching to see what comes next. Now, there's more breaking news shaking the league. Luka Dončić reportedly wants to team up with Nikola Jokić. If this rumor is true, it could transform not just the Lakers, but the Nuggets as well. Let's break it down. Luka Dončić, the Slovenian superstar who took over the NBA at age 19, might already be reconsidering his future in Los Angeles. Yes, even after becoming the face of the Lakers following a massive trade, Luka could already be eyeing his next destination. And it all points to one name: Nikola Jokić. A Western Conference executive told Clutch Points reporter Brett Siegel that Luka has a strong desire to play with the four-time MVP. And if the Lakers fail to contend this season, that desire might turn into serious action. The executive issued a warning: the Lakers need to tread carefully. Luka recently lost to a team he had beaten easily in 2024. Now he's being asked to wait another year before truly competing again. If Denver gets close to winning another title, they could become a real threat to lure him away from LA. This isn't just idle speculation, it's a red flag. Luka didn't come to the Lakers for a rebuild, he came to win. But here's the challenge: the Lakers don't appear to be on Luka's schedule. Several reports say the front office doesn't plan to spend big until 2027. That's 2 more full seasons before they expect to have the cap space to chase elite players like Donovan Mitchell, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or Karl Anthony Towns. Until then, their plan seems to be patience. But patience isn't Luka's strong suit. He's just 25, already playing at an MVP level year after year. He's not a rookie learning the ropes. He's a superstar in his prime. If the Lakers ask him to wait 2 years for a serious title shot, that might be too much. If Luka loses faith in the franchise, he has options. His current contract runs through this season with a player option for 2026 to 2027. If he's not convinced by the team's direction, he could decline the option and hit free agency in 2026. And that's where things get more interesting. The Denver Nuggets, with Jokić already leading the way, would be a dream destination. Their chemistry, their shared European roots, their basketball IQ, it would be a perfect fit. Believe it or not, Jokić has previously expressed interest in playing with Luka. Back in 2024, when Luka was still in Dallas, Jokić was asked about joining forces. He smiled and said, "I love this franchise, so I don't want to leave. But if Luka gets tired of Dallas, he can come here." He laughed, but it didn't sound like a joke. Now Luka is no longer in Dallas. He's with the Lakers. But for how long? Adding more fuel, ESPN's Bobby Marks recently noted that Luka is eligible to sign a 4-year, $228.6 million extension with the Lakers starting August 2nd. Yet, Luka has chosen to delay signing. No signature, no commitment. According to ESPN's Brian Windhorst, Luka's decision not to sign the extension has only increased the buzz around the league. Why turn down nearly $230 million unless you're unsure about staying? Meanwhile, Jokić hasn't signed an extension either. He's left his future open too. No new deal, no firm plans. It's as if both stars are waiting, watching, maybe even strategizing. Luka has been brilliant in his early games as a Laker, averaging 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game, while shooting nearly 38% from deep. He's holding up his end. But the support around him? Not enough. Not yet. If the Lakers can't convince Luka they're serious about building a championship roster, they risk losing him. Picture this: free agency and Luka Dončić signs with the Nuggets. Luka and Jokic on the same team. Two European stars leading one of the smartest, most selfless offensive units the NBA has seen. It could be historic. It's still just a rumor, but it's growing louder. Every Lakers loss, every delay by the front office, raises the stakes. If Luka decides he's not waiting, the league could face another major shift. And the Nuggets? They may be ready to welcome him. Meanwhile, there's new buzz in Los Angeles about Andrew Wiggins and his possible fit with the Lakers, stirring speculation about how the team might fix its perimeter defense. Throughout the offseason, the Lakers have been searching for players who can patch up one of their biggest weaknesses: defense on the wings. It's a problem that's held them back from making a serious title run. They did land Deandre Ayton to help solidify their center spot, boosting their interior defense and rebounding. But aside from that move, the rest of the offseason hasn't delivered much. They even lost one of their better wing defenders, Dorian Finney-Smith, in a trade. That left a noticeable gap, raising the question: how will they fill it? That's where Andrew Wiggins comes in. He's been linked to the Lakers in rumors due to his defensive prowess, especially on the wing. No matter where he's played, Wiggins has been a reliable defender, and that's exactly what the Lakers need next to their stars. However, recent reports suggest the Lakers are backing off their pursuit of Wiggins. According to Dan Wyke of The Athletic, speaking on the Zach Lowe Show, the Lakers have cooled their interest and are no longer seriously targeting him. Why the change? One factor is Miami. Wiggins, who played for the Heat after being traded from Golden State mid-season, is someone the Heat want to keep. That complicates any trade talks. For the Lakers to land Wiggins, they'd need to put together a deal Miami considers worthwhile. And that's not easy. Miami values Wiggins' defense and isn't willing to give him up without a strong return. Still, the Lakers' front office hasn't given up on strengthening their perimeter defense. LeBron himself has been vocal about wanting the team to make whatever moves necessary to contend. His urgency is putting pressure on the front office, and that's part of why LeBron's name continues to pop up in trade discussions. Wiggins would have been a natural fit. While his scoring can fluctuate, his defense remains consistent and effective. But the Lakers face a tough situation. With few impactful free agents left, and the trade market narrowing, they may need to wait until the deadline to make a serious move. This gives the current roster time to build chemistry, but waiting carries risks. Making a move for Wiggins would likely mean giving up assets the Lakers may not be ready to part with. Patience might be the smart play now, but the pressure to improve is growing. Last season, Wiggins averaged 18 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.6 assists between Miami and Golden State. He shot 44.8% from the field and 37.4% from three. Solid production at both ends. For now, the Lakers are watching and waiting, but the clock is ticking. Will they make a move before the season begins? Or will they have to wait until mid-season to fix their defensive issues? One thing's for sure: Andrew Wiggins no longer looks like a guaranteed part of their immediate plans. Can the Lakers still find the right players to support their stars, tighten their defense, and make a legitimate title run this year? Time will tell.